Hot 103.9, Drew 24/7, HustlA right there, and it's on Party. Now tell everybody a little bit what's been going on, why you've been going back to California, and, what's been happening.
Well, I originally shot out there, and they wanted to put me in the studio. I went out there and they heard the song. They wanted to listen to a lot of my music, a couple record labels and stuff like that. Hooked up with a good dude, a good A&R. His name's Pops. He's hooking me up. He got me on a bunch of shows. He got me going to Miami, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Diego on a big tour on different things. Got me on with a couple different artists and stuff like that he's working with in California. Got me on some shows and stuff out there. Well, that was part of it. But when I went and dropped it in the studio, the guy that was mixing mastering, he was like, "Man, this is the jam." Shout out to him. His name's Strat. You know what I'm saying? Capricorn Studios in San Diego, California. You know what I'm saying? But when he heard it, he was like, "Wow, this is a jam. I think I could get it played." Like in the song, I actually talk about the hottest club in California. Mm-hmm. Well, because when I went down the last time, I was jamming it. I went down there and that's what made me want to put that club in the actual song. So when I did, he heard it and he was like, "Man, you repping Diego hard, huh?" And I said, "Yeah." So he listened to it. Now he's got, like, he told me that about 2,500 people are there every Saturday night, and now he's getting it played in Diego and LA and different places like that. And like I said, man, just going back and forth, and they're playing my record. They got a couple different records. Matter of fact, I'm working on one that DJ KI to the double D, you know what I'm saying, representing for me, you know what I'm saying. He did a couple things back in the days and hooking me up and stuff like that. And now, you know what I'm saying, everything's just coming together, man. Hard work. Been in this game for about 10 years now, and I just feel like everything's starting to pay off for me now. I got a lot of big looks and stuff like that, and hopefully everything will still keep coming up.
So now you also got a song called Moscato that's getting ready. You've already released that, right?
Yeah. That's big shout out to all my fans out there, man. For reals, man. Appreciate everybody on Facebook, on Reverb Nation, on Twitter, on SoundCloud. Everybody that's holding it down for me, man. I dropped Moscato 6 days ago, and I've already got over 600 downloads on it. Wow. just in this area. So I mean, everybody out there that's jamming it, that's playing it in their cars, that's listening to it in their radios, that's, I appreciate all the love and everybody going out there hitting my site and just going in there listening. Like I said, go make sure to go check out that site, Reverb Nation. I'm trying to take over the game,
And you've been working with Capricorn Studios and also a cat that many people know as Bishop Don Juan.
Yeah, Bishop Don Juan.
What is that like, man? Because he's a character, man.
Well, I haven't officially met him yet. What I'm actually talking to a girl named Crazy. She was on the Flavor Flav show season 2, and she's actually his co-host on the show. And me and her, we've got a little something going on, like where we're doing a couple tracks together, and they're gonna debut me on the Bishop Don Juan show. So that's gonna be real cool. I can't wait. Like I said, everything just started popping up when I went down there, and they saw me, they heard it, they was like, wow, So when they heard the songs and stuff, she was just like, can we do something together? And I'm gonna put you on the show and stuff like that. So now I'm really looking forward to what's gonna happen.
One thing that I think that you've done is that you've taken the sacrifices and you've actually said, hey, I'm gonna go out here to California. Like, we were talking about J. Cole. The way that he made it was the exact same way. Like he was in the dirty. He was in the ATL. He's a cat that grew up in the military, lived all the way around the world, and he finally said, man, I gotta go to where these guys are so I can meet them. So he moved to New York and he went to college there. His whole reason for going to college was so that he could do his music. And when he got there, he kind of got a little bit discouraged. And after he got a little bit discouraged, he kind of stopped doing music. But then the next year he said, you know what? I got to get back on here. I got to remember what I'm here for.
Yeah.
And he started doing college tours. And then, as the story goes, he waited outside the studio where he heard Jay-Z was, and he fought to try to get to Jay-Z, and he gave him the CD thinking they'd never listen to it, and Jay-Z listened to it, and J. Cole got signed, And so I think that what you've done is you've moved away out of here, taking trips back and forth. You got a good connect, and you're making music that not only can be heard here, but all around.
Yeah. Well, my thing that I love about me is that, man, that back in the day, I mean, everybody in Wichita, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I appreciate everybody that's been jamming me for the last 10 years. I put in my time, I put in my work. It's time for me. And like the thing that's cool about it, just like what you're talking about, J. Cole, how he has his own story. I got my own story. When they told me, I can't get played on the radio, I did everything I could to get, finally I got a little break, a little leeway, and kids showed me some love and put me on the Broke as a Joke records. And, at first I was kind of like, man, I don't really want to get on Broke as a Joke, but you know what? That's going to get me on the radio. And the next thing you know, it was one of the funnest things things I've done in my career, you know. When me and Kid, we just sat back and we writing them and we just cracking up laughing and doing what we do. And then from there on, you know, they told me they were like, Drew, you'll never be known in Wichita. You know what I'm saying? Nobody supports local music here. So what did I do? I posted up on every single corner in the city to make sure everybody knew who I was. So you think that grind's gonna stop once I get to California? No, man, I'm grinding, man. I'm hungry, man. If everybody out here knows how I work, you know, how much drive and how much determination that I got, that's why I'm loving everything about California, and they're loving me out there. They're loving my style and everything. So I'm just really excited about the future, man, and I just won't give up. You know what I'm saying? Big shout outs to Fozztown, man, and we gonna hold it down. I promise.
And you're not afraid to switch it up. You know what I mean?
Never that.
You was doing the other stuff, and then, you know, you came with the party song, probably your least favorite song that you did at the same time.
Yeah.
But it's turning out to be the one that everybody is, you know, feeling and talking about and wanting to push forward. Now that you've got that open, these guys are saying, okay, what else do you have? And now you're getting a chance to show them the other stuff that you had. And when you came, you know, before, one thing that we did Broke as a Joke and stuff like that, but we worked on getting you something that could, you know, come. It wasn't I just hated your music. It needed work, you know what I mean? And you put in that work. And I think that's why things are starting to happen for you, is that you are putting in the work and you're willing to make a sacrifice, and you are willing to do what has to be done, and you don't just take no as the answer. Like you say, you know what, you may say no, but there's got to be another way to get in that same door. And I think a lot of people miss that, is that once the door gets shut in anything in life, once the door gets shut, you're kind of like, man, that door is closed forever now. No, you got to figure out, how can I pry that door open? How can I kick that door open? How can I, you know, find a combination to unlock that door? Doors are never really shut until you actually walk away from the door and say it's shut.
Yeah, well, there's always another way. And this goes out to all you rappers out there and everybody inspiring to do music. You know, there's always another way, man. And you just got to listen. Listen to the people that's been doing this for a long time, because they're the ones that know about the game. You know, it's just like Kid always says, you know, like I see a lot of these rappers come in here and they're like, man, Kid, play my music, man, play my music. I look over here, there's stacks of CDs in here that people want to get their music played on the radio. But this is the thing, though. When you get to the radio station, do you listen to the radio? Do you know what's getting played on the radio? If you've got a hood song, but yet the radio station isn't playing that type of music, what makes you think that the DJ could even mix it in his mix? Right. You know, so that was another way that party came about. You know, when I went to Los Angeles, and I went to Las Vegas, and I went to Chicago, and I went to all these different places, and every club that I'm going into, they're playing that type beats, you know, and I'm sitting here like, you know, and there's lines wrapped around the building, you can't get in, and this is what kind of music they're playing. So in my eyes, I look and say, you know what do I have to do to get on a national scale? You know, so that's really how party came about. I was in the club in Las Vegas, and I was thinking, man, I think I might need to make something like this. So when I did, right when I got home, hit the studio, boom. Next thing you know, I've got probably my most successful song that I've got out there so far. Now, Late Night Creeper was pretty successful, and this one's I think is topping it. And like I said, I got my new single called Single, and it's coming next in the next couple weeks. You know, that y'all would definitely get a chance to check that out too.
And you know, just keep at it, man. Just keep doing it, and that's one thing, you're not afraid to travel. Even like Drink Poured Up, the song I gave you a long time ago. Yeah. I did that after I left Houston, when we all went to Houston. Yeah. And I was like, wow, this is what Houston, I'm going to come back and make me a Houston track. And that's part of it. And you got to be willing to get out the box. But right now it's time for me to get out the box, because it is past time.
One more thing, kid.
Go ahead, man.
One more thing. Everybody in Fozztown, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Tone Studios. I got the studios. I got my boy Fantasy. Shout out to Fantasy on the beats. Got the beats for the low. Studio time on the low. We got videos coming if you want your video shot, if you need t-shirts, you need anything that you need music-wise, especially studio time, man. Come holla at your boy, man. My studio's legit. Holla at me, man. It's going down for reals.